Okay, we're back down here at the spot at the lake that we wanted to come back and check out. And just as you walk in, there's a deer trail right here. And Jim pointed this out. We're wondering if it's anything. There's a bunch of big limbs leaning up against this pine tree. And it's right at the edge of a deer trail. So that could be like a blind or something. But we're just starting in, so... it would be a good place to get down in there and sit. Okay, I'm back looking for the impressions that I missed. Now this one's possibly a toe, and it's pushed down, and it's 17 inches long. But there's a piece of stick right there, so it would have gone over that, and the toe would have gone down in there. Here's another impression. This would be the big toe would have been there. See, it's hard to see it. That's bent, pushed down in, and then this is laid down back to here. So all in all, it's 12, 13, about 15 inches. Okay, there's a break. Kind of looks, I wonder if it was twisted, I'm not sure. But it is broken down. Right behind it's a little tiny snap. Okay, here is a tree that's got a break and an arch. It's pinned under that vine. There's the break. And right beside it is another arch. I'm gonna go check it out. See, it's pinned under there. And look how this comes down. Parallel, and then it has something going across it. A little branch. That's a pretty nice arch. Pinned under that piece of, it's off of here. It's a big one. There's also a leaner. Hold on. What do we got here? Okay, this was a tree that was growing here. Not sure if that was growing. I think that was growing. But this is stuck up through. Just below this arch. Okay, not far from the arch I was just showing you is the, oh, it's kind of hard to get it all in here. Okay, there's that Y stick, and it's leaning onto that part of this tree. This whole tree is involved right here. And then there's another stick that's resting here right there. It comes down and is also resting on this one that I just showed you. So, kind of complicated. Made of a bunch of Y sticks. So. Okay, Jim was following a deer trail in. You can see it right there. It comes from the power line right away. And it goes right under what looks like a possible X. There's also a possible leaner. And, oh yes, there's a snap right there. Stupid thing doesn't focus very good anymore. Okay, here's a leaner probably, and it makes a bit of an X just down from that other one. Yeah, I don't see where this one came from. It's laid in there just right. And there's a break pretty high up on that tree too. I can't see stuff on here. Oh, there's another break. A little snap. See? And that. Let's go this way. Okay, this is a really cool looking spot. And there's a lot of old trees down here. There's a tree that's broken. A little one. A sapling. That's a stick. I'm not sure what that is. But anyways, we're gonna go this way, and it's looking really interesting up in here. This is a hill between the road and the power line. Cut over there. There's a piece of bark stuck in the ground. And I suppose it could have fallen. I don't know. We found a piece of bark stuck in the ground back in the summer. A big piece. Check this out.
Stuck in the ground?
Yeah. Stuck in the ground. Do you think that fell like that, or do you think... I don't know. Oh no, that's in there good. I'm not going to pour it out. I don't want to ruin their work. Do you think that was natural?
Yeah, possible. Probably.
It's in there pretty deep. No, it definitely was not natural, so that's why it makes me wonder. Same area. Okay, I'm not sure what to make of this either, but that is broken over and looks really super old, but it comes down, and then there's another one that goes across it, makes an X, and there's also like one arching through it, so I guess I'll just cross. That's right on that path too, isn't it, Jim? Right on the deer trail.
One of them, yeah.
I'm just gonna step over it. Okay, there is a stick stuck in the ground. And look over here, and there's leaners everywhere. Possible leaners, we're not sure. But they're like everywhere. Also, right behind us is a break. That's about 7 feet up. And a little one here. And so they're sticking the ground. A couple breaks. It looks like leaners all over the place. Over there's one. We're up on top of a hill, so. Possible arch, which is pinned. But I'm not 100% sure on that either. Possible track Jim just found. And I'm going to clean it out after we measure it. Put the stick down by it. Or here, I'll do it. You think that's the left side? Is it a right foot, you think?
I thought it was a right foot, if it is one.
Okay, if it is one, it's at least 12 inches. Okay, I cleaned it out. And it's bigger, cleaned out. It's approximately 15 or 16 inches. That would be the toe, big toe. And there is, like, right here, an area where it looks like toes. And it's pressed down. So, it's possible. We've been following the power line down. And there's a couple breaks right here. And there's a big old trail that comes in through there and goes back through there. That's the way we came from. And Jim was hearing, what did you hear, like something breaking branches or something? I haven't heard it, but sometimes I don't hear very well, so. Okay, we decided to walk in the side where he was hearing stuff. And there's the trail going. Jim goes, what is this on the tree? Plus there's a break. What the heck is that thing? It's orange.
Attack.
I know. I'm afraid to touch it.
I'm gonna have to.
Okay, go ahead. Touch it. Is it a tack?
Yeah.
What the heck? Let me see. Turn it over. Why would there be a tack in the tree there?
I don't know.
Put it back.
Put it back.
Put it back. I don't think that's where it was, but... Bad Jim. Well, this is kind of cool down in here. There's a stream running through. There's some kind of trail right here. This feels... it feels splotchy. Well, this is just cool as heck back in here. We're gonna have to come back here and really look around. Wow. Love it back in here. Okay. As you can see, that's a possible arch, but it might have been made by this tree falling and this one too. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, now that I'm looking at that arch from this angle, I notice that it's got a wide end, and I find those all the time. Pinned arches with a wide end. So that's interesting. Jim was finding those orange tacks, so we're pretty sure that these were from hunters marking their way back in here. This is public hunting ground, so. Look at this gorgeous place. We're gonna come back here also. Oh man, look. We're gonna come back here, check this whole area out too. Here's another possible arch. Possible. I was looking at that because it looks like a foot impression in this creek. I need to get my stick down there. Ugh. And yeah, that's about 16 inches. And then right here, well, I can't measure it, but there's the right here. Looks like where it stepped with its left foot. And that's pretty far in between. I'm not sure about that. Another possible one. Turn this off. Okay, that looks like a foot stepped right there. I can't see behind her, but it looks like there might be another one. And Jim just pointed this out. Right down from it's a something's been sitting there.
Could be a deer bed.
Could be a deer bed, but he was also saying it'd be a good place to sit and watch for deer. So moving on, it's getting dark. Ugh. Sure does look like a big old foot.
Yep.